Okay, this is the next question. What did you perceive as your biggest barrier after high school, and what did you do to overcome this barrier?
Think about that. What was my biggest barrier after high school?
Mine was probably going to college and not being able to do labs by yourself. Or most of the work. But they help you and they have people come specifically for you, so that's pretty helpful. But it was difficult.
I just got out of high school, so
No barriers.
Still
Yeah,
figuring
no.
out the barriers yet.
not really. But,
It will come.
oh, no doubt.
I mean, there's a ton of barriers, not right after high school, but it was a couple years after when I got in my accident with my chair. I run into barriers all the time, being in the wheelchair between, like we were saying, heavy doors and ramps that aren't shoveled in the wintertime. Parking's horrible, and adapting your vehicle for you to be able to drive. But there are people out there that can help with everything and get you all situated. It's not a normal. I don't know. Normal's not a good word for it, but it's not the
Typical.
yeah, it's not the typical lifestyle that I thought I was gonna have after high school, but it's normal to me, and I can still do everything. So I mean, there's barriers, but I don't see them as barriers now.
There's always a way to overcome.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just life now. So.
I don't know, I think the biggest barrier for me was just knowing what the supports were, like you were saying, like what's out there for me to succeed and how to go about doing it. You know, it's one thing to know about these things, it's another to actually apply and do the paperwork and, so, yeah, that was my biggest hurdle, I guess.
I always consider after college to be like when I reached my bigger barriers, because my parents kind of decided for me, like, oh yeah, well you're in this family, so everyone goes to college, so you go to college. So I went to college, and then when I got out, I realized that because of my disability and the fact that I don't drive, I have to have a job and housing and grocery stores and everything all in one location. So finding like a place like that is
In Vermont.
really
Yeah,
yes, exactly, because it's like, well, yeah, housing, there's still winter, and I can't like live where I work, so I'm gonna have to walk everywhere, and I have to keep in mind like the way the sidewalks are taken care of, like just little things like that are barriers that I don't think other people have to think about
Yeah,
too
there's
often.
a ton of barriers like that.
Yeah. That and the price of medical equipment is
Oh my gosh.
ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
$8,000 wheelchairs, $2,000
Try
drive.
$32,000
Oh.
wheelchairs.
Oh.
Yep, trying to
Yeah.
battle with insurance companies more than the average
Yeah.
Joe.
I think the big thing is to know your resources.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely find somebody that will
Knows
help
their
you.
stuff.
Yeah,
Mentoring.
because there's always a way. Definitely.
Just gotta find it.
Yeah.
There's probably a lot of stuff out there that we still don't know about.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's always changing too, so that doesn't really help.
Hopefully it's getting better, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's another hour.
Another hour, that's a whole different video.
Yeah.